Okay, let's unpack this. We've all seen ChatGPT kind of blow up, right?
Right.
From this like novelty thing to a tool millions use. But have you ever felt like you're still only scratching the surface? Like, what can it really do for your actual day-to-day life? Today, we're doing a deep dive into Improve Your Life with ChatGPT 2024. It's this practical handbook that says it can unlock the full potential of this AI stuff.
Yeah, and what's really interesting here is it's not just tech jargon. The guide says it's written by humans for humans. The
Hmm.
whole idea is using AI as a shortcut, basically, to be genuinely well-informed, more efficient. So our mission today is really to pull out the most important bits, those surprising insights, and show you how ChatGPT can go beyond just answering questions and, really help with everyday tasks, big or small.
Sounds good. And as we explore this, just a quick note. This deep dive is brought to you by EasyMasterAI.com. They're all about making AI accessible and helping you leverage its power. You can even find ways to make money with AI over there. Worth checking out. So let's kick things off. Just a couple of years back, chatting with AI felt like science fiction, didn't it? Now it's, well, almost normal. For anyone maybe new to this or just wondering what's actually going on under the hood, how does ChatGPT work? How can it have these conversations that seem so, well, intelligent?
That's a really fundamental question, yeah. The guide is clear, though. It's not understanding like a human does. No consciousness, no real thought. It's what we call a large language model, an LLM, which
Yeah.
basically means it's been trained on just a colossal amount of text data, billions of pages from the internet, books, all sorts of stuff. Its main job, really, is predicting the next token. Think of a token as a word or part of a word. It just predicts what should come next in a sentence based on everything it's learned. It's like a super advanced predictive text, On a massive scale, it picks up patterns, grammar, context.
Okay, so not thinking, but incredibly good at mimicking how we use language. That's a key difference. But the guide also has this funny but kind of serious line about it being taught by idiots, for instance, us.
Yeah.
What's the implication there? Should we worry about it just making stuff up?
Yeah, that's a great line, isn't it? Very self-aware. It highlights a really important point. The training data comes from us, from the internet. And, well, the internet isn't always accurate, is it? It's full of errors, biases, old information. So the AI learns from that too. It's designed to sound coherent, confident, sometimes too confident, which can lead to what people call hallucinations. It basically makes up facts that sound plausible but are just plain wrong.
Oh,
So the takeaway is keep your critical thinking switched on. Always. If it tells you, like the guide jokes, Cardiff is a small village just south of Croydon, that's confidently wrong. You got to double check anything important. It's a tool, not an oracle.
definitely. Good reminder. So we have this powerful, sometimes flawed language model. How do people actually, get their hands on it? The guide talks about free versus paid versions.
Yeah.
What's the difference for someone just starting out?
Right. So the free version, you just go to chatgpt.com or use the app. It's actually surprisingly capable these days. They've added a lot. It can look at files you upload, search the web for up-to-date info, even access these custom chatbots, GPTs that other people have built. Pretty powerful for free.
Okay.
But if you want the cutting edge, the guide points to ChatGPT Plus, that's the paid one, about $20 a month. With that, you get first dibs on the newest AI models, like GPT-4o, which is super fast. You also get image generation with the Dell-E and just higher limits on how much you can use it, more power, basically.
So Plus is for the power users or people needing the absolute latest features. You mentioned the apps too, with those frighteningly lifelike voice chats. That sounds interesting, maybe a bit creepy.
Huh? Yeah, it can feel a bit like that at first. The voice capabilities are seriously impressive, though. Imagine talking to an assistant that sounds almost completely human. It can understand context, respond fluidly. The guide mentions things like identifying a plant from a photo you show it, or even helping you troubleshoot your coffee machine just by listening to you describe the problem.
Wow.
It really hints at where this is going, doesn't it? Not just text, but a truly interactive AI assistant.
That really is interesting. Okay, so we know what it is, how to get it. Now, the million-dollar question. How do we make it do what we actually want? The guide hammers home this idea of prompt engineering. What's the secret sauce there? How do we write good prompts?
Yeah, this is why you shift from just chatting at it to really directing it. The core advice is all about precision and context. So instead of just saying, tell me about greyhounds, which is super vague.
Right, you'll get a Wikipedia summary or something.
Exactly. A good prompt, the guide suggests, would be something like, I'm adopting a greyhound. Tell me how to care for the dog, including socializing, diet, and exercise needs. What are the unique challenges for this breed? See, you're giving it a role. You're an adoption advisor. You're giving context, I'm adopting. and specific points to cover.
Okay, so be specific, give it context, tell it what role to play. What else? How do we arm it, as the guide says?
Arming, it just means giving it all the info it needs in the prompt. Like if you want a recipe, don't just ask for chicken curry. Say, create a chicken curry recipe. Make it gluten-free and dairy-free. Use these ingredients I have. Chicken breast, coconut milk, red curry paste, bell pepper, spinach. You're loading the key details right in.
Got it. Feed it the specifics up front.
Precisely. And for complex stuff, like analyzing data in a spreadsheet. Break it down, upload the sheet, then ask, do you understand this data structure? Get confirmation before you ask it to do complex analysis.
Smart. Step by step.
And critically, if you need current information, tell it explicitly. Check online for this. The guide gives that example about Harry Kane's football club. The AI might have outdated info, but if you say check online, it can go fetch the latest updates. It's not stuck in the past anymore.
That ability to check online feels like a huge leap. Okay, so better prompts are key. But then the guide talks about something even more powerful. GPTs. What are these? Custom versions?
Yes, GPTs are, well, they're a really big deal, potentially transformative. Think of them as specialized versions of ChatGPT. Like you create a chatbot that only knows about a specific topic or uses a specific data set you give it.
Okay, like what?
The guide mentions examples like a photography coach GPT loaded with info on composition, lighting, camera settings, or a Tutor Me GPT linked just to Khan Academy materials. And if you have ChatGPT Plus, you can build your own.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. The book uses the example of uploading your printer manual. You know, there's massive PDFs nobody reads. You upload that 80-page manual and create a Canon Pixma Helpers GPT. Then, when your printer jams, you don't search the PDF, you just ask your GPT, how do I clear paper jam?
Okay, that's genuinely useful.
Right, yeah.
So it's like creating your own personal expert on anything you feed it.
Exactly. It makes the AI focused on your specific needs, your documents, your problems. Cuts through the noise.
That's pretty cool. But as the guide points out, ChatGPT isn't the only game in town. What about the rivals? Are they worth looking at?
Absolutely. The AI world is moving incredibly fast, lots of competition. The guide gives a good overview. There's Microsoft Copilot. It's free, integrates with Windows and Office stuff, and even does image generation, a strong contender, especially if you use Microsoft products.
Right.
Then there's Google Gemini. Again, tied into Google's ecosystem, it has this neat G button to double-check its answers with a Google search, which helps with that whole making stuff up problem.
The verification button. Useful.
Definitely. Claude is mentioned as being very sophisticated, apparently good at summarizing complex things, even handwritten notes sometimes. But it might have tighter limits on how much you can use it for free.
Okay.
And Perplexity is interesting. Its whole angle is fighting AI hallucinations. It always tries to show its sources for answers, which is great for research. Again, might have limits.
Sources are good.
Yeah. And Meta AI is out there too, though maybe US only for now. It has features like Imagine for making images. So, yeah, lots of options, different strengths, different integrations, worth exploring beyond just ChatGPT.
Good to know there's a whole ecosystem. Okay, now for the really fun part. How can this AI actually, improve your life? The guide is apparently packed with examples. Let's hit some highlights. What really jumps out?
Oh, there are tons. It's impressive how practical it gets. Let's start with home and lifestyle. Think about the kitchen. We mentioned recipes, but it gets specific, like make a vegetarian dinner for my 10-year-old who hates carrots and tomatoes. It handles those tricky constraints.
Huh. The picky eater problem solver.
Yeah.
I like it.
Or you list what's in your fridge and it suggests meals. No more staring blankly into the shelves.
Okay, that alone might be worth it. What else at home?
Well, redecorating. You can describe a room, ask for color ideas, layouts. It can even generate AI images to help you visualize it, like, show me my living room with a blue sofa.
Whoa. Visualizing is key.
And decluttering. Feeling overwhelmed by mess. Ask it for an 8-step plan to tackle your kitchen. Breaks it down. In the garden. Upload a photo of a mystery plant. It can tell you what it is, how to care for it, and crucially, if it's poisonous to your dog or cat.
That's fantastic. Practical safety info, too. And DIY.
Yep, DIY advice. Fixing a hole in the wall, upcycling old furniture. The guide mentions turning an old coffee table into a planter with AI images to help sell the idea to your family.
Okay, it's like a super handy housemaid. What about getting out of the house? Travel.
Travel is a big one. It acts like your personal AI travel agent. Need ideas. Suggest a holiday for a family with teens who like beaches but also need day trips. Or find wheelchair-friendly hotels in Paris. It handles specifics.
That level of personalization is great.
And itineraries. Plan a 3-day city break in Brussels. It'll give you a schedule, maybe even tips like visit the Atomium early to miss the crowds. Local insights.
Very useful. What about language barriers when you're actually there?
That's where it shines. Beyond just translating where is the bathroom,
Yeah.
it helps with nuance. Like, help me write a polite email in French to the hotel reception about the dripping tap in my room. It gets the tone right.
Politeness matters.
Totally. And understanding menus. Though the guide wisely says always double-check allergy info with actual staff, AI isn't perfect there.
Good point. Human check required for allergies.
It even suggests things like inventing car games for road trips. Covers the whole journey experience.
Okay, I'm sold on the AI travel agent. Let's talk fun, entertainment, skills.
Right, entertainment and skills. It's like your personal guide. Recommends movies, TV shows, books based on what you like. And here's a cool tip from the guide. If you use Goodreads, you can apparently export a list of books you rated highly, upload the file, and ask ChatGPT for recommendations based on your actual reading history.
Ooh, that's clever. Personalized recommendations.
Exactly. Organizing a book club, ask it to generate discussion questions for the specific novel you're reading, or suggest the next book.
Handy. Music.
Playlists. Create a playlist for a dinner party featuring artists like Norah Jones and Michael Bublé. Then you can use free tools, the guide mentions, tunemymusic.com, to zap that playlist straight into Spotify or Apple Music.
Nice. Seamless integration. What about gamers?
Oh yeah, it's a gamer's friend too. Recommends games based on genre, platform, gives tactical advice for tricky strategy games. It can even help optimize your PC settings if your games are stuttering.
Solving frame rate issues. Gamers will love that.
And just for fun, it makes puzzles, word searches, quizzes, make a word search about British cities. Or it can help you solve tough crossword clues when you're stuck.
A boredom buster, too. And actual skills. Learning.
Huge potential here. Learning languages. Role play. Act as a waiter in a Spanish restaurant so I can practice ordering food.
That's immersive.
Learning to code. Ask it to explain complex concepts. Check your code for errors. Provide examples with comments. Playing music. Show it sheet music, ask it to identify chords, and tackling tricky topics. Explain complex ideas simply, explain communism to a 12-year-old, or even stage debates. Imagine a debate between Descartes and Aristotle on the nature of reality.
Wow, from coding to philosophy, that's versatile. Okay, let's shift to well-being. Health, finances, big areas.
Definitely. The guide covers well-being and money really well. For health, think diet planning. Generate a healthy weekly meal plan for 2 adults, including a shopping list. Or take a photo of a food label, ask it to explain the nutritional info.
Making sense of labels, yes, please.
Exercise plans tailored to you. Create a 3-day-a-week beginner's running plan for a 40-year-old. It can calculate VMI, stuff like that. Need better sleep? Ask it to create a sleep diary template.
Personalized health support. What about parents? Kids?
Huge help for parents. Homework struggles. Explain long division to my 6-year-old step by step.
Oh, that could save some tears.
Cooking for kids. Give me 3 kid-friendly dinner ideas that don't use broccoli or mushrooms. Again, handling those specific constraints.
That picky eater strikes again.
And this is lovely. Personalized bedtime stories. Write a short bedtime story about a brave squirrel named Squeaky who goes on an adventure with my daughter Lily.
Oh, that's sweet.
And if you have, plus you can even ask it to create illustrations for the story.
Okay, that's next level. Now, money. Often stressful. How can AI help there?
It acts like a financial assistant in a way, helps you manage your money, create a household budget template, set savings goals, help me figure out how much to save each month for a family holiday in 2 years, for university tuition.
Practical goal setting.
And saving money on shopping. It can advise on avoiding dynamic pricing when booking flights, for example. And get this, the guide suggests it can even help you haggle for discounts with online customer service chatbots. Give it the chat transcript. Ask it for persuasive arguments.
Using AI to haggle with other bots. That's meta, but potentially very useful.
Right. It's like having a savvy shopper and budget advisor rolled into one.
This guide really paints a picture of AI being incredibly practical. But you mentioned the AI world is bigger than just ChatGPT. The book touches on other tools. And what about privacy? Sharing data?
Good question. Yeah, the guide briefly mentions other useful free AI tools, connecting it to the bigger picture. Things like Canva for generating images easily within your designs, Notion AI for summarizing notes or brainstorming within your documents, Otter.ai for transcribing meetings. It can even summarize them and let you ask questions about the meeting later.
Otter.ai sounds super useful for work.
It really is. And LM Studio is mentioned for people who want to run an AI chatbot locally on their own computer. That means sensitive data never leaves your machine, right?
Ah, the privacy angle. That's important.
Absolutely, which leads to that crucial question the guide raises. Should you be worried about sharing sensitive information? And the advice is basically, yes, be cautious. Your chat data can sometimes be used to train the AI models further. So critical thinking applies here too. Don't paste in highly confidential personal or company secrets unless you're using a tool specifically designed for privacy, like running it locally. Be mindful.
Okay, be mindful. That's key. So wrapping this up, from sorting recipes to planning finances, learning Spanish to writing bedtime stories, this dive into improve your life with ChatGPTs really shows AI isn't some far-off future thing. It's here. It's practical. It makes information easier to get, tasks easier to manage, maybe even sparks some creativity. The real question, it seems, isn't if AI can help, but how much are you willing to let it? What's the next thing you are going to ask it?
That really brings up the core issue, doesn't it? As AI gets woven deeper into our lives, how do we strike that balance? How do we use its amazing power but keep our own judgment, our critical thinking, front and center? The guide makes it so clear AI is a tool, a powerful one. But how effective it is comes down to the person using it, the prompts you write, the context you give, and your willingness to check its work. It's an exciting future for sure, and we're all kind of building it together as we use these tools.
Well said. And today's deep dive got you thinking about AI's potential, not just for everyday tasks, but maybe even for things like making money with AI. You should definitely explore more. Visit easymasterai.com. They've got resources to help you learn about AI and discover tools that can help you really leverage this technology. easymasterai.com. Check them out.